Well, hello, farming friends, and welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. And as you can tell, we are back on our farm here in Holzhausen, and yeah, I have gone ahead and fast-tracked through time to day 3, and we're going to have to do a little bit more spraying. I know. That's the trouble with doing this map and recording. We're going to be spraying a lot, and we're going to run out of things to do other than spray, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. I don't normally fast track time on things, but I sort of had to. I had to actually go download a mod so I would have it for this particular map, because there's so much spraying that's got to be done. I don't know what to do other than just fast track through time, so that's what I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little herbicide on our wheat that we planted yesterday, because it's going to have a little bit of weed popping up in there, and we'll get that taken care of today. And as soon as we get that sprayed, we'll check the other fields and see where they're at. If they're good, we'll fast track time and hopefully be ready to do a little corn harvesting and get that taken care of, because we should be pretty close to getting that harvested, and these fields should be a pretty good thing. The one thing I noticed with this soil mod, I didn't know what to expect with it. When you do a spraying of either herbicide or fertilizer or even the water, it doesn't register for at least 24 hours. So if you spray it, like I sprayed everything yesterday morning at 7 a.m. It didn't actually register in the game though until 9 o'clock day 3. So it takes about 24 hours, it seems, for it to calculate what you've done, or for it to take effect. So if you think you're going to spray, like right now your moisture content's 60%, and you think, oh well, I'm good to go, I got news for you. When it takes 20% for it to take effect. So, you know, if your water lit's down to like 43%, it's going to take a little bit of time for that to register, to bring you up to the 57% that you want to be at for 100% coverage on it. So just keep that in mind. It's one of those things that I've learned in doing this and messing around. So anywho, so we're gonna put a little ooh, I didn't get the right thing. We got to go back to the thing. That's the other thing I don't like about this. I gotta go to a dadgum fertilizer bucket every time I want to change out the fertilizer on this thing, which I guess is RL, but it's sort of a nasty thing. So we're gonna put herbicide on this field, and for these particular fields it's going to be either B or C, because B, wheat, barley, oats, rice, they all take either B or C fertilizer, not A, whereas our canola and our corn worked with A. Where am I going? Is this right? Did I make the right turn? No, I didn't. Kind of, sort of, in a way, but not completely. Haven't honestly figured all this out. Alright, so let's swing in here real quick with the front. And we need to change this to fertilizer. Let's go with double B. Give it a double dose. Do the same thing with the back tank. Get that to BB. There we go. Alright, now we can head over here and do what we was meant to do. Anyways, So we'll spray this field, get it done, and then we'll move forward. So like I was saying, this herbicide, I spray it, the weeds won't die for 24 hours, so, or it won't even start to show an effect until day 4 around noon, I'm guessing. So just keep that in mind when you're spraying. One of those little things that I have come to learn in playing with this. Alright, get our sprayer on, and we'll run through here. And we'll get these sprayed. And then we'll move forward. We'll go look at the other fields and see where we're at. We should be pretty cool. We are pretty close. I know your water's supposed to be 57% for optimum yield. Your soil pH is supposed to be around 6.8, which is neutral. Oh, I knew I was going to hit that thing. And now I'm hung on it. Come back, now turn. There we go. The nitrogen level is supposed to be at 5, and the pK is supposed to be around 4 for optimization. So we're gonna have to get all that straight. This field's a little bit low. It's going to need to be fertilized. And I think my other fields over there are 60% moist. I think I've got like 6 on nitrogen and 2 on PK. So in all honesty, we really should spray it before we harvest it. Before we fast track to day 4. If we want to get an optimum yield, we should at least spray it with some PK to get those levels up. I think we'll be fine with the nitrogen. Moisture's good. The cornfield's a little acidic. Could use a little lime, but I think we're going to go with it the way it is for now. Which is an interesting question. This field's neutral right now. I'm wondering if I should have raised the pH up a little bit higher prior to planting to make sure that as it went I didn't go into an acidic mode. Like get it, you know, have your pH up around 7 when you plant, and then that way as your nutrients come out of the ground, it would come back down to neutral. I'm not sure. Something we'll be messing around with as the game goes on, because we'll definitely try to find the best way to get the maximum yield. Those of you who have done the soil mod who are watching this video and are screaming at the TV right now, no, this is what you do this, feel free to comment. I'd love to know what you guys do, how you do it, and what your techniques are for this. Castaway. I'm just kidding. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the mod reviews we did over the last couple of days. A couple of decent mods that are out. I know after I did that Class 4500 video, I did actually go watch some videos online, so that actually the cockpit rotation on that is an actual rotation that they use now. So that mod is spot on that. The only thing that it doesn't have that I did do a little reading is the steering on it does have the ability to adjust the steering to be through position steering. So you can have front wheel steering, four wheel steering, or you can have crab steering on that particular tractor. So would have been nice to see that added in there. Another little thing I found out about it is it has a backup cam on it if you're in first person mode, which I drive so much in third person I just completely missed it. But it has a backup cam that if you're in it, you can get. I keep forgetting I have to go back to NPK to fill this thing up. So let's go fertilize that field real quick and get it taken care of while we're spraying. I know it's going to end up being a spraying video, and I don't want it to be that, but I got to take care of the fields, right? So anyways, yeah, pretty neat little tractor. And somebody commented that the plowing script is probably what's causing it to slide across the screen. You probably wouldn't have that issue if you were just using the regular script for it. Look, all my tracks are here. I can just follow them. Alright, so I'll unfold this thing one more time. And come to think of it, all the tractors I've had issues with sliding across the screen, they all have had that plowing script in them. So that's probably what it is. Good call on that one, whoever sent me that comment. So I like that. It's a pretty cool mod, and we will probably be using that here in the very near future. As far as comments, thanks to everybody who did comment on the schedule and all of that stuff. So just, you know, from basically what I got input from you guys, I think we'll just stick with what we're doing, and we'll just kind of, you know, maybe go 3-4 videos on a farm and just kind of stick to what we're doing, and we'll make that happen. And you know, stick with a theme for a little bit, and then we'll go back and we'll switch up after we complete what we're doing. So I got a couple of comments before I questioned whether or not you could put fertilizer as well as the herbicide down and not override them. So apparently you can, so that's what we're doing right now. I had seen, I guess if you put a different fertilizer on top of another fertilizer, it overwrites the other fertilizer, or the same thing with the weed preventative. So you can't stack two is what you can't do. But you can put different applications. So you could put a herbicide application, a water application, and a fertilizer application on a field at one time. You just can't put two fertilizers or two herbicides down at the same time. I'm guessing you could fertilize on top of a slurried field. I think that would work too, but I didn't know until we try it. So we'll get this going and taken care of. And we almost ran into the fence there. And then we will get started with getting some sheep purchased. I don't really like sheep, but we'll purchase some sheep. Probably purchase some chickens, get them going. The cows are what we really need because we need the manure. So we'll get those done, and then we'll get going with this whole show here. Get it all going on the road. It's a shame you don't get slurry from the sheep. Sheep and chicken are just kind of useless in this game to me. I just don't... I mean, sure, you can sell the wool, yeah, and the chicken and collecting the eggs. It's just, There's no real benefit to them. But as far as the schedule goes, I'll try to get back on to the things I want to do. I want to keep it the way I'm doing. It's just kind of, we'll do a couple of days on this farm. We'll do a couple of days on the next farm. If we're in the middle of something like a major chaffing operation, then I'll just do however many videos it takes to get that operation done and still be interesting. And then we'll switch over and go to the next map. I do want to get back to doing a map review every week for you guys, just to showcase whatever maps come out. So we'll try to get back to doing that is once a week. Maybe it's a Saturday or a Sunday thing where I post a video every week of just driving through a map and taking a look at that one map once a week. So I'll try to get back to that. And then we'll splash in the mod reviews whenever there's a decent mod available, and it makes sense to hammer out a mod review. So that's where we'll kind of head with it, and we'll stick with that. And as long as you guys like it, then that's what we'll do. Alright, so this guy is, let's see, we got that sprayed. Let's just kind of drive over here and do a walk through these fields and see where we're at. And see if we really do need to spray, because so we're slightly acidic, we've got good moisture content, we're a little bit high on our moisture, but that'll come down. Our N is good, our K is a little low, or PK is a little low. And then over here in the canola, man, that canola looks good, doesn't it? In our canola, we are, man, that canola looks good. Screenshot. Let's see. Moisture's good. Nitrogen's good. That's probably going to go down in the next 24 hours. The PK is good as well. So, well, the PK is a little low. So we're in the same situation. It doesn't show any herbicide in here. But we have plus 3 days on weed preventative, so. Alright. Well, what do you guys think? Do we spray a little PK on it and go from there? Man, that's more boring spraying in the video. Oh, look, running through the corn. Man. Gonna have to spray. Gonna have to spray. I know you guys are gonna hate that. Somebody gave me a link to a John Deere tractor that looked a little bit like what I wanted. It's not completely right though. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a really high boy. not quite what I'm looking for. And it would be essential for like this corn. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna spray the PNK, not the NPK. Though I have a sneaky suspicion my nitrogen level will fall. I think I'm just going to spray the PK. Alright, so let's roll over here and get that taken care of. And then we'll... Oops. We'll get that sprayed and we'll be done with it. All these clippable fences. Got to get used to them. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's be honest though, if I had a slurried this field ahead of time, if I had a slurried this field and fertilized it, I shouldn't need to come back and do this. It probably would have been substantially fertilized and we probably wouldn't have had this, or sufficiently fertilized, and we wouldn't be doing this, and we would need to be driving through the corn. But we're learning. We're learning. So we'll get this fertilized. Need to raise that up so it's up over the top of the corn. I don't know even how much that Pantera gets up over the fruit. It doesn't seem like it's elevated enough. It's only tire height on that one. You need something with the big. They got the big row tires on them, and then they have extended legs on that for your drive to get the whole tractor all the way up over the corn, and then the spraying boom is on the back of it. And like I said, the John Deere that somebody linked me is pretty, it's close to it. It's just still not exactly what I'm thinking of, because it looks, if you've ever seen one, you know what I'm talking about. It looks like a standard tractor that has just been lifted and set up for spraying. It doesn't have the cab in the front it doesn't look like a combine, or it doesn't look like the Pantera where the cab's all the way up in the front. It looks more like just a standard tractor that's been lifted and big row tires put on it. Row wheels, however you want to say it. I'll have to find a picture of it and put it in the video. My buddy's farm here has a ton of them. I think they have like 5 or 6 of them. Need to go get the model numbers off of them. But they do a lot of corn production. They do a lot of feed corn. All right. So we'll run through this and we'll get this sprayed. And I really didn't want to do a spraying video. I wanted to do some actual harvesting, but I want to do it right. I want to see if we get the numbers close and see what our yield's going to be. So I do apologize for this being a spraying video, but it is what it is. And we'll finish this up and then fast track time. And tomorrow's video will be the actual harvest. We'll bust out the old class 550. We'll put some put the corn head on the front of it, and we'll get over here and eat it up. And then we'll go get some canola as well, and all of it will get taken care of. And then the next day we'll have some wheat ready to go, and we can start setting up our animals on this farm. And in case you don't know, this farm only has your basic livestock on it, so we'll just be doing dairy, chicken, and sheep. There'll be no pork, no beef. We do need to get back to the Brabant farm and do a video on there after we finish up the harvest on Holzhausen. What we will do is get over there, and we're going to have just a massive livestock sale, because we've got plenty of pork and beef to feed the community there. We have a massive barbecue, but we'll be headed to the sell point with that, and we'll see how we're doing selling our livestock. We're gonna have to make several trips for the chickens, because I think we have 100 and something chickens that are ready to be sold off, which is kind of cool. And we'll use a different livestock trailer this time. I'm gonna do a livestock trailer video. So the one thing that will be different about that map is I will record the video with a couple of different livestock trailers, and then I will not save the map. I don't know what I want to do. I want to show some different livestock trailers, but at the same time I don't want to screw around with that map and mess up the save, because it is an honest working game. And if I go purchase a bunch of stuff and delete them and sell them and stuff, I mess up my economy on that, and I don't want to go do that. So I don't know, maybe we'll do that. I do have a test farm with about 500 animals. I need to set it up, and I need to do a livestock trailer video, because show you what's out there, because there are a couple of really cool ones now that I like, that are more North American livestock, where you have the aluminum trailers or galvanized trailers that have stacked compartments on them, to where you have double decks of livestock in them. It just doesn't look like a small little cattle trailer or bumper pull that you would put your animals in. These look more like real semi-trailers that you would see here in the States, going up and down the highways, taking livestock to the stockyards or production facility. Ooh, I don't know why I'm doing that. Well, I do know why I'm doing that. Oh, bang. Try not to be stupid and just drive around the fields. Let's be honest, we wouldn't be spraying with this vehicle in real life. We would be destroying so much crop if we did. Alright, that's my mission, is to find a good sprayer that we can do realistic spraying with, because this is just not realistic. I mean, this would destroy so much crop. So I'm curious, you guys who watch this channel on a regular basis, what other games do you guys play other than Farm Sim? I know Farm Sim is my go-to game. It's sort of what I base this channel off of, and it is the videos that I make sure I get up on a daily basis. But what other games do you guys play? What other videos are you interested in? There's a lot of stuff I do play. I haven't been recording too much other stuff because I don't have time to render the videos and upload them all right now. So I've been sticking with just making sure I get the Farm Sim stuff up. But there are some changes coming which will possibly allow me to get a couple of videos up a day. There's also the possibility of doing some streaming in the future. So what other stuff do you guys get interested in? Just curious. Let me know. I'm playing a variety of games right now. Playing Farm Sim, of course. I did go ahead and buy Car Mechanic Simulator. I have that. And have gotten pretty far along with it. I got the spray booth, and I'm not quite up to where I could do auctions yet, but I'm getting there. And that's a pretty interesting game. But it seems like everybody and their brother's playing it right now, and I just don't want to be just another guy doing Car Mechanic Sim videos out there, unless you guys want to see them. I've got Euro Truck as well. There's a new truck out I'll probably do a video on. There's a new T800 Kenworth that came out that I really like. I've been driving it a couple of times, and probably will record a video on that one day. I've been playing Kerbal Space Program. That one I kind of like, but I'm not really great into. I got Spin Tires, been messing around with it some. Toying with buying Dirt Rally. It looks really interesting for a little race program. Crazy fun. Of course, I do a lot of the Hunter. And Landy Kid and I streamed 2 hours of the Hunter the other day. Did a little duck hunting, which didn't actually work out too well for us. But we did that, and what else? Of course, you know about the fishing program because I've done a couple of videos on that. Kind of waiting for that to get a little bit more advanced. See if I can get this line to pop up so I can actually see it, so I know where I'm spraying it. Kind of hard to see that GPS line with this canola. It kind of melds in pretty darn good. That's really hard to see. Then I'm playing Reign of Kings with a bunch of guys. That game's really fun, but it's one of those games that can really destroy your life. If you get too wrapped up into it, you'll be spending 8-12 hours a day on it, just gathering resources to build and craft and build your building and all that other stuff. And then, as we found out, the Chinese hackers get on late at night and they hack into people's buildings and steal things, and that frustrates you and makes you almost want to stop playing the game, which is ruins it for a lot of people. You know, you put so much time and effort in to doing it properly, and then some kid in China gets on at 3 o'clock in the morning our time, and when no one's on the server, and they just use a bunch of hacks to bust through your walls and your defenses and steals everything that's in your building. And yeah, that's no fun. Yeah. So, but yeah, those are sort of the games that I'm into right now that I've been playing. The Dirt Rally's probably the next one I'll purchase. because it really looks good. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's still early access as well. Most all of these games are early access games, and but that one looks really, really good. I'm liking it, and not too far away from pulling the trigger on that one. Train Sim, I just can't seem to get recorded and have it look good. I've messed around with it, messed around with it, and every time I try to do a recording on it, the frames per second just fall down so low that it just doesn't look good, and I'm not going to put up a video that's not quality, so not doing anything on it right now. But just curious what you guys like to watch, what kind of games you guys play, what things you're interested in, so I know kind of what to put up on the channel. So give me a little feedback on that. I appreciate it. If you just want it to stay farm sim only, you know, tell me. There'll be some stuff here and there, but farm sim is my go-to thing. It's not going away. It's my go-to, you know, thing that I like to play every day. It's my little bit of relaxation, and I spend a lot of time in it. Alright, so with all that done, we can fast track time and see where we're at. I'm way too tight on this guy to actually see what I'm doing. Just gonna fill this guy up. And as soon as he's filled up, we'll park him and we'll run over to the corn, and I'll fast track it and see what we get. There's got to be a little bit of reward for you guys for sticking through and watching this spraying video. So at least we'll see where we're at heading into harvest. Alright, so let's run over here. And the mod I got is that fast forward, or I think it's listed as fast advance under scripts on mod hosters, and it's just Control R to run through time. So let's fast forward to 9 o'clock. It's gonna probably be noon. Let's see what we got here. We are at, we still haven't popped yet. We're close. So advance a little bit till we get a grow stage. Dude, that's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It should be already grown up. Oh, they're starting to change over. You see them all coming down. I don't agree with the growth there. There we go. So there we go. And our field is ready to harvest. Our soil moisture content is a little bit high. Our pK is right where it needs to be at 4. Our nitrogen's a little bit low. So we should get a pretty good yield over here. We're a little bit in the same boat, 71% on water. So we're a little bit high on our soil moisture, a little bit low on nitrogen, right on with the pK. So we should get a pretty good harvest out of all this. So we'll do that in our next video. I hope you guys will be back tomorrow for that. And that's what we'll do. We'll bust out the old class combine and we'll get some of this stuff harvested up and get to moving ahead. So yeah, that'll be the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologize that it turned out to be a spraying video, but I guess you do what you got to do to get this stuff taken care of. Look at all these weeds over here in this wheat field that we don't own it. So here's my thing with this map, and I hate the fact that this is all going to have withering is turned on this map. All this stuff is going to eventually wither, and we'll have all these red fields. I don't believe in harvesting fields I don't own, though I could run through this with a harvester and harvest it. It's funny, you can't plant, you can't till, you can't plow through a field that you don't own, but you can run a harvester through it and take it. I'm not going to do that. I don't believe in doing that as part of the game. So even though I gave myself some money, and I still am going to take that money down before we do anything, I need to do that when I log out. I need to remember to go ahead and do that. Let's see how our weeds are doing in here. Looks like they're withering up and dying. So our wheat looks pretty good. But I don't believe in harvesting a field that I didn't purchase, so I won't do that. So those fields will wither up and they'll die, and they'll be on our map as withered and died. But yeah, I'm not going to drive through them and harvest them real quick. I'm going to let them die. So that's what we'll do. So next video, we'll be back. We'll do the harvest. And yeah. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. Stay safe. Have a great day. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to watching the videos, please subscribe. I do a new video every single day for you. So until tomorrow, guys, be good. Stay safe. I'll see you then. Okay? Bye-bye.